Hey guys, what's going on? I figured I'd get on here and talk about a little bit about Black Friday and DVDs available at Walmart. I checked them out and got a chance to look through a few of the titles. I'll probably look some more uh, in the next couple of days and see if I find anything else. But I'm trying to find the right phrasing to describe what kind of titles came out this year on Black Friday. And I think what I've came down to is pretty much a mixture of mainstream uh, pop culture, but really the ones that are kind of popular right now. But some of the very popular ones were not included. And then there's also a ton of kids titles, um, popular from you know this year and be in years past. Not really much of this year's stuff, to be completely honest, but maybe like the beginning of this year, those titles that came out are included in this too. I know I think I saw Lego Batman, um, and I kind of almost wanted to get that, but I think my son already has it. I think he already got it bought for him for his birthday or something. Um, and there's some other titles, but really I didn't really see much. A couple titles surprised me that were included. I did buy one title. I'll get to that in a second. But Super Troopers 2 is actually on there, and I believe it's $4 on DVD. I didn't see any Blu-ray copies of it, so I don't know if there is. I'm assuming maybe there is. Maybe I just didn't come across them. There's actually quite a few 4K titles that I've seen, so that's really interesting that they're starting to put them in the Black Friday thing too. The Blu-rays just seem to be a lot of stuff that was kind of weird, like they had the one movie I've seen, and it's not worth buying because it's like a mystery and like it's like a whodunit movie, and it's like if you've seen it once, you really not the rewatchability factor for that's just not very high for me. Murder on the Orient Express, I know I've seen that, and the other ones were pretty much like Hunger Games. There's a lot of Hunger Games movies in there. I noticed. What was the other ones I seen? There's tons of Hotel Transylvania and um, Kung Fu Panda everywhere. I was like, oh my god, dude. Like, a lot of the titles is like leftover from last year, it seems like titles that they put out last year is mixed in with the ones this year. But it's like they re released them and had like different, artwork and things like that. But it was just a lot of weird titles, and also titles that weren't necessarily popular, but I guess I'd call them cash grabs, that people saw the trailer and was like, oh, that's cool, and they all went to see it and it was kind of popular. Those kind of movies, or at least the first one, because I know I've seen Open Water like 1 through 3. Those movies, I didn't even know there was 3. I know there was like 2. I didn't know there was a third one, but that was in the bins I seen. Um, the way the one I went to, they just pretty much threw things in a dump bin. There was a few like things, but I actually preferred the dump bins over the other things because it's hard to look through them in the thing because they don't give you enough space um, to flip through and see what actually is in there without having to pull them like almost completely out. It was really annoying. So the dump bins were a lot better for me. Like I said, Super Troopers 2. I think there was I could have swore I saw an Underworld movie, and then I lost it. Like, I never found it again, but I think it's like one of the last ones. I think there's Resident Evil Final Chapter, that was in there. That might be worth picking up, but I don't really have the other ones, and I'm not really a huge fan of the franchise. Just because I just don't think it follows the video game very well, and I've heard that it's just kind of a movie that they slapped Resident Evil on, and it really doesn't follow the game really too much. Um, but I did manage to pick up. Okay, so I saw War of the Planet of the Apes, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they have any of the other ones. Like, I would have been happy if they had the first two as well, or they just had like Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I would have picked that up, and I would have got War. and then I would just, maybe rent the middle one, offline or so I could watch it because I've been wanting to watch the trilogy. So I gave up on the War because I didn't find any. And I kept on. I was looking forever, and I held on to that War Planet of the Apes on DVD. And I was like, okay, I give up. I put it down. As soon as I threw it down, I looked at a couple more DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff, and then I look into the middle of the pile of some dump bins that were there, and here it lay, Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray and digital copy, so that's really cool. I actually could take it to work if I wanted to. But it's Rise of the Planet of the Apes, Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, War for the Planet of the Apes, and also comes with an exclusive Planet of the Apes poster. How about that? Really, really cool. And also, it's actually the DVD, the Blu-rays. It's not like a set, really. It's pretty much all the Blu-rays, just in a cardboard box, which is really cool. Because I'll definitely keep the box. I think it's pretty neat. But like I said, my whole thing is rewatchability when I buy movies. I don't buy movies because I want to buy movies. I buy movies that I know I'm going to want to watch at some point in time down the road, or if I lose cable, or I just feel, I don't know, like if something were to happen, like let's say I lost my job tomorrow, and I had trouble finding a job, and we really didn't have the money to pay for cable or internet. We lost all that. I would still have, my PS3, my, things like that. And this does not have a DVD in it. I just realized that. So this might be a problem to watch these. But, I think that this is going to be, it was a very, very good pickup. So let's go and I'm going to go and open this up. And let's see what's inside of it, because I kind of want to see what's inside of it. And I want to do the video to show you guys. But like I said, not really a whole lot. If my son is into it, they did have it. So they had it on Blu-ray and had it on DVD. I would probably pick it up on Blu-ray, or on DVD, I mean. The Blu-ray, I believe, was like $9. They also had The Purge, the first Purge. That was the only, oh man, I hate when they do that. Alright, I guess that's okay though. See how it is? It's like this little thing that's like flapping. They're like, really? Like what? Oh, it's attached. It's sort of attached, so I guess that's okay. But it's like, it pops up. Whatever. Okay, maybe I just tape it down. I don't know, no idea. Okay, so let's pull these out. So here it is. Okay, so nothing in there. I emptied that out. Here's the movies. Oh, that one's kind of jacked up. See, that one's kind of bent. I'm guessing this is the poster, so we'll open that here in a second. This one's kind of back of this. It's kind of, they feel kind of cheap. So hopefully, and there's like a sticker with a barcode. So like, what the hell is that about? I thought I felt one of these was loose. No, guess not. Okay, we're good. It's just the back of that DVD. You notice that? It's just a little bent there. It had me kind of worried. But yeah, here's Dawn. And Rise. Actually, Rise is first, right? And then Dawn, which is, I think, wasn't Dawn a prequel? So it went Rise, the prequel, and then it went to War. And it showed you War. Was that it? I don't know. I don't know idea. But anyway, there you go. Now I'll show you the poster. Hopefully I can fold it back. I'll probably give this to my son. He can hang it up. So if he's watching this, which I doubt it. He was very unhappy because, oh yeah, this is really cool. Okay, well, I'll see what's on the back. Oh, the back's kind of neat too. I don't want to look at it though, but that's kind of neat. Look at that. Planet of the Apes. It's a cool poster. And also, I don't want to look at any of this though, but it has a timeline from the movies on the back. So that's kind of cool. So if you were really into the movie, you could put this like this. But really, if you wanted a cool poster, I think you just put this up. So not really as a poster I thought it would be. I thought it would be better than that, to be completely honest. But yeah, so there you go. So yeah, I'm super excited about this set. I was really excited when I seen it. Super excited. I think that I'm going to put it right in the middle of that poster. So yeah, there you go. Planet of the Apes trilogy. The new ones. I've never even seen the one I think that came out in 99 or 2000, somewhere around that time frame. Or it might have been 95. I think Donnie or Mark Wahlberg was in it. I never seen that one. I heard it was really good. But I don't think they ever made any sequels to it. But this came out, and it was kind of catching all kinds of praise, and I never got a chance to see it. Ever since Rise came out, I've been wanting to check it out because all the hype came up, and then Dawn was coming out, and then it came out to DVD, and I was like, oh. Now War, I didn't hear a whole lot about War, so I don't know if they're done with the series. I don't think they are. I'm thinking that there's more to the story. But they may who knows if they may just take a break and come back to the story and maybe bring different characters to the table to play the characters. Or different people to play the characters. That's what I meant. But yeah, like I said, not a whole lot of titles to choose from. I may go back and check out a few other titles that were there, but for the most part, like Super Troopers 2 maybe. And the thing about this, if it was something that I kind of liked, the price was like kind of high. And like I said, I'm a cheap. I mean, I'll tell you, I'll be honest with you, I'm a cheap bastard. And today, movies aren't worth jack shit. And I'm telling you, they're not. They're not worth anything anymore. If you're gonna buy a physical copy, they really need to be cheap. And nobody wants physical copies anymore. And if they do, then I don't know. It's like streaming is such a big deal now. And there was a lot of movies that were on Netflix that you could watch that were in these things. A good example, Turbo. What was another one? There was another one too that I seen. I'm like, that's on Netflix. Why would you even buy that? Like, it's been on Netflix for a while. And even if it goes off, it's going to go on to one of the other streaming platforms that most likely you have, like Hulu. Because Hulu and Netflix, sometimes they pass around titles. But yeah, I mean, Epic was one of them. I mean, like Kung Fu Panda, like, they were shoving titles out that people... oh my god, Spider-Man was flipping, like, everywhere. That I seen. Deadpool. There was a Deadpool 1 and 2 set. It was kind of interesting, but it was also $10. And it's like... It's not a bad deal, actually, because it was on Blu-ray, and it wasn't a bad deal. But, yeah, it was what it was. There you go. There's my thoughts about Black Friday. Let me tell you, tell me if you picked up anything. Like I said, there was Godfather sets. There was some other sets of things that people will be like, oh, that was cool. A lot of TV sets, but a lot of TV shows that are on the streaming devices. Game of Thrones, though, there was some Game of Thrones. I was kind of hoping I maybe find season 1, season 2, but I still think they were like $10. And like I said, I'm picky about my DVDs, my movies, rewatchability factor. Am I going to watch it? In a lot of TV shows, you're going to watch them once, and that's it. Unless it's like a comedy, like Simpsons or Futurama or Bob's Burgers or something like that, then, yeah, maybe I might pick it up. But Game of Thrones, like Breaking Bad, are you really going to go back and watch Breaking Bad like that much, Or, I didn't even see that. I didn't see Breaking Bad. I've seen other things like Outlander and The Good Son, which is the doctor show with the guy who was on Bates Motel. Or that's a good doctor, my bad. There was The Handmaid's Tale, season 1. That was interesting. Or season 1 and season 2, I think. I seen a couple of them, I think. So that was kind of interesting to see a Hulu title. And that's what I think is going to be the more interesting titles that people will probably want to have. Is, to find things like Stranger Things and The Handmaid's Tale. And what was the one? What was the one I watched about JFK? Is that would be a cool, that's the things that people are going to want to buy now with the streaming things. Because if they like a series or if they like an original movie that came out on one of those platforms, then they're going to want that on DVD because they want to have it permanently, to make sure nothing happens to it. And that's really, really cool that, they're starting to put out things like that. So there you go. Leave your comments down below if you picked up anything from Walmart and any of the other stores. Let me know if there's any good deals going on out there that just kind of blew your mind in terms of movies that are rewatchable, that are really at the top of your list, that popped up on Black Friday this year, and you're like, whoa, awesome. I would love to see, I know we've seen Turtles, I think the last couple years, the 2 newer Turtles movies. And I know some people don't like them, whatever, but I kind of want to have both of them. And I think my son might have both of them, but I don't really know. I like to get them personally for myself, so he can have his own copies and I can have mine. And also The Purge, the original Purge, that was out the last couple of years. I didn't see it at all this year. I probably would pick that up if I seen it, because it might even be a $2 title this year. That would be something I might pick up. But yeah, there are some decent titles, but nothing I'm gonna be barking up a tree about. But I was excited to get this. I've been looking for these movies for a while, so I'm super excited to get that, watch that. I did recently purchase In Time from eBay. That was a movie I've been on the hunt for. Didn't see that at all either. Because if I would have got that, I would have bought a brand new copy and I would have sold my used copy. Because I got it from Declutter, and sometimes, but I mean, it's not in bad shape. It's in pretty good shape. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe, all that good jazz. I'll catch you guys later. Keep rocking and keep on Black Friday shopping. Later.